Hi everyone, I'm going to read a story to you today. This is a lovely story from this amazing book. It's called The Puffin Book of Magical Indian Myths, written by Anita Nair and illustrated by Atanu Roy. The name of the story is How Ganesha Got His Elephant Head. Every day before she bathed, Parvati applied sandalwood paste and cream to her body. When it was almost dry, she would peel off the paste. One day, Parvati decided to make something from the peeled off paste to amuse herself. She created a little man. She liked her handiwork so much that she breathed life into it. "Son," she said, "go, stand by the door and guard it. Do not let anyone in unless I ask you to. I do not want to be disturbed while I'm bathing." So the little man went to stand by the door. A little later, Shiva's attendants came to announce that Shiva was on his way and that they would like to prepare the room in readiness for his arrival. But the little man wouldn't let them in. When Shiva reached the palace, he discovered his attendants standing outside, wringing their hands. "There is a little man inside, but he only looks little. He's so powerful that he threw us all out," they cried. "Who is this creature? How dare he? Doesn't he know who I am?" Shiva said in a loud voice and rushed inside. But the little man wouldn't let Shiva enter the room either. "My mother is having a bath, and she said she's not to be disturbed," he said. "Your mother? How is it I have a son and don't even know of it?" Shiva mocked. "I didn't say I was your son, but she is my mother." Shiva was so angry with the little man's words that he raised his trident and hurled it, and the little man was decapitated. Just then, Parvati emerged from her bath. She was very upset to hear of what had happened and began to wail loudly. She took the headless little man and held him close to her. "How could you do this to him? He's blameless. He was merely obeying my orders. How will sons ever listen to their mothers if fathers keep contradicting orders?" she cried. Shiva began to feel guilty. Perhaps he had acted too impulsively. To pacify Parvati, he said, "Don't worry. Your son is mine too. I'll make this all right." He called his attendants and asked them to bring the head of the first living creature they encountered. As the attendants stepped out of the palace, the first creature they saw was a tusker. They brought his head to Shiva. The little man was given the elephant's head and brought back to life again. And that is how Ganesha came to be the elephant-headed god. Ganesha now had both father and mother, and he did his very best to be a loving and dutiful son. One day, while Shiva was asleep, he had a visitor, a very powerful sage called Parshuram. Parshuram wanted an audience with Shiva, but Ganesha wouldn't let him in. "You will have to either wait or come back later. I will not allow you to disturb my father," he said. "I am not paying a social visit. I have something very important to discuss with him," Parshuram said. "It has to be said now and can't wait." But Ganesha shook his head and wouldn't let Parshuram go past the door. Parshuram, who had a very short temper, decided to teach the elephant-headed god a lesson and raised his axe. As soon as Ganesha saw the axe, he knew that it was his father's, which meant here was an important visitor, someone Shiva wouldn't mind waking up for. "Wait!" he cried. "I will wake up my father!" But Parshuram had already swung his axe, and Ganesha took the impact of the blow on his tusk. And that's how Ganesha lost one of his tusks. That is the end of the story. I hope you liked it.